All right. Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and Satan brothers doing this thing in sincerity, in truth, and with charity. You're going to hop right into it, man. It's not even going to be, some long, drawn-out lesson. It's just, it's a few articles, because as Yahweh Shai told us, he told us to watch. And that's our job, man. And we can see that we're clearly in the end of this kingdom. I'm just going to find that precept. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Mark 13:37. I'm going to get it over here just in case it's another verse with it. This is Mark 13. Ooh. Just to get to the point. And what I saying to you, I saying to all, watch. And what are we watching for? We're watching for the signs, to show that we're at the end. Like the Lord said, we got to prepare ourselves, man. How do we prepare? We get into this word. All right, seeking the Lord while he may be found, It talks about the Lord coming and making sure we're clothed with this garment, not being naked. All right, what is it, James, the 5th chapter? All right, they that sleep in the night, but we are not of them that slumber. All right, we are of the children of light. So we're into these prophecies, man. We're 2nd Esdras 9. Hey, let me grab that. Measuring time diligently. That's the watch. 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So this is what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to our Lord come and deliver us, man. It says that the Lord is coming to save them that rejoice at his coming. All right, that's us, man. We're looking man, we so ready to get out of this place, man. All right, but these things must happen first, and part of the sign is the joblessness that we're seeing, the U.S. dollar being stressed and strained to the point of breaking. All right, basically in short of a collapse. All right, economic collapse, man. That's part of the reason. Hey, that's part of what's gonna cause this division with America and the 10 horns. All right, that's James the 5th chapter. It says that they gold and silver, all right, is cankered, and it should burn them with fire. So what's gonna cause these 10 to burn the whole with fire? It involves their money system, okay, which is no longer gold and silver. Is debt based. And even that is coming to its end. It's cankered itself. The gold and silver is gone, and the dollar itself is cankered. This fiat currency is cankered, which all the world is tied with the U.S. dollar now, man. This is which article do I want to get first? Hold on. What's the other one? Oh, I didn't load that one up. Shoot. I start with this one. It was another article. To simply put, it was going into the increase. In fact, I don't even have to get that one. Yashwamba did say he was going to use that and sit down, so he did it. 'Cause I seen a screenshot. But the article mentions them increasing benefits for Social Security. But those increased benefits, they tell you, is because the cost of living has gone up. So it's not extra benefits, it's the fact that the dollar has gotten weaker. All right, and in this article it mentions, the inflation that the Fed is basically holding back. They're keeping inflation from booming, but soon it's gonna be let loose. They can't control that, man. All right, they can't control the inflation. Yeah, I'm gonna just get to the point of this. You see the title, you know, you can look through it yourself if the spirit hits you. I just want to get to the point. Yeah, I'm gonna start right here. Cryptocurrency coins have grown in value about 200% this year, from just 800 billion to 2.3 trillion. Cunliffe said that while the finance industry was more robust in 2008, because it's saying that what we're seeing can lead to a tumble right here. It says, likening the growth of cryptocurrencies to the spiraling value of U.S. subprime mortgages before the 2008 financial crash. All right, and it's saying a similar situation can happen. So now jump back down. Cunliffe said that while the finance industry was more robust than in 2008, and that government should be wary of overreacting to financial innovations, there were reasons to be concerned about traders using digital currencies that can be worthless overnight. Which, of course, look, digital currency is nothing. It's a bunch of zeros and ones. It has no real value. The only value in it is the fact that people buy it because somebody else has bought it, and the price is going up, so it looks tempting. But it really has no value except the fact that somebody else wants it. The only value it has is the lust of the eye, and that's nothing. All right. Of course, 2.3 trillion needs to be seen in context. But as the financial crisis showed us, we don't have to account for a large proportion of the financial sector to trigger financial stability problems. He said subprime was valued, which are the mortgages. Subprime was valued at about 1.2 trillion in 2008. Speculation in subprime mortgages in the U.S. was driven by low-income households using mortgages with ultra-low interest rates. Cunliffe said there was evidence that speculators were beginning to borrow money to buy crypto assets, hiding the risk of a crash affecting a broader financial system. So, hey, at the moment, surveys suggest that spending on cryptocurrencies was backed with only about 40 billion in borrowed funds, but there was evidence that traders were increasingly speculating on the future value of digital currencies. He said traders on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange were handling $2 billion of crypto purchases a day, and the popularity of futures trading was attracting hedge funds and other speculations. The bulk of these assets have no intrinsic value and are vulnerable to major price corrections. The crypto world is beginning to connect to the traditional financial system, and we are seeing the emergence of leveraged players, and crucially, this is happening largely unregulated space. So people are borrowing money with the hopes that that crypto is going to continue to go up to the point where they can get profit and still pay these loans back. But as we've seen, this shit is volatile as hell. At one point last year, Bitcoin itself dropped down to $4,000. It was worth $4,000. All it takes is people to start panic selling, all right? Then it's worth nothing. Which then fucks up the US dollar, the loans that people got on that, because they can't pay it back. This shit is all, it's so silly, man. Esau's own wisdom has destroyed him, man. All right? That was really the point of this. That was really the point of this article. Everything about this place is just ready to go. It's just showing the increase of debt that's happening. And crypto was a big part of that, man. All right, because crypto was being used to usher in the mark. All right, you know, you can't buy and sell without it. But it's the same tool that's destroying the economy. All right, it's just playing a big role in destruction of the economy. It's a scripture. I think is it Ezekiel 27? Ezekiel 28. It's Ezekiel. I'm going to try to speed it up after this article. This Ezekiel 28. And I'm going to start at 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, send to the prince of Tyrus, which Esau, Edom, especially America, is Tyrus these days, man, all right? They're referred to as Babylon, all right, Assyria, Mektash, these different countries that once ruled, especially merchant cities, because America is that merchant city, okay? Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power, I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, which goes with Lamentations and Isaiah 14. Like, no, this is talking about Edom, the precepts. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. So Esau has gained control of the world with his wisdom, okay? By thy great wisdom, by thy traffic, hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Okay? So Esau Edom is set. He's good. He think he got it, right? He can't be stopped. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. So what made this place great? Okay? The beauty of his wisdom that got them riches is going to fail them, man. So people are getting rich off Bitcoin and shit, man, billionaires, man, but it's destroying, like I said, the traditional financial institution, man. And that's gonna bring this place to war, man. It says, when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. All right. This is James 5. Because it starts off about the money, but it's going to lead to the physical, the physical. This James 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. So, us, of course, seeing the gold been taken away, the silver been taken away, it was only a matter of time before this place crashed, the dollar. But now we're seeing the dollar itself is rusted over, proverbially. It's old. It's going down the drain. That's a sign against this place. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days, and that's the end result. The dollar's going to, this money system is going to take a huge dip. And fire comes with that, man. That sword is going to come. All right? This man's wisdom has taken him to his destruction, man. Okay? And his financial institution is going to fucking crumble, man. It was another point in this, because it mentioned the freaking... Hold on. It had mentioned how the Feds was holding inflation back. Here we go. How did I miss this part? Oh, no. This is a different article. Oh, that was this article. It all ties in. Perfect. That's the spirit. Let me grab this back. It's another precept to this wiser. Hold on. Yeah, this Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, that false balance is wickedness, man. All right, this whole debt-based system is wicked. If I create a new currency and I loan you two, if I loan you 2 of them and tell you owe me 6, there's no way for you to get the other 4 because I just made it up. You will always be in debt to me. It's a false balance. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And that's what's happened, man. This man's pride, he thought he was as God. He could get full control of the world. He can play with money, get rid of gold and silver. He's going to make up his own currency. And everybody's going to owe him. Everybody's going to be under him. Everybody be subject to him. But that same thinking is why these people are going to be against this devil, man. All right? Yeah, you got the world to get in bed with you, to get on this debt-based system, to get fiat currencies, to get in bed with the International Monetary Fund, IMF. But that's going to shoot you in the... You shoot yourself in the foot with that, man. It's Isaiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. That golden cup. This place was rich. It was beautiful. It made other countries rich. Okay? The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. But end of the day, you tied the nations in with your fate. All right? And the nations got effed over. And they all in debt. And when it's time to finally pay that debt and America can't pay it and the fucking dollar is worthless, these other countries' economies fall too. All right? The only thing left for them is to burn you up. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. And we're in that time. This is a wrap. Debt is at an all-time high. It's only increasing. Cryptocurrency is helping increase it. These other countries are getting rid of the gold, the U.S. dollars, the bonds they possessed, and increasing their gold reserves instead, which also is fucking up this economy. Okay, because now those dollars are coming back over here, which means there's an influx of dollars in circulation, which only means what? Hyperinflation. There's too much USDs out there. All right, instead of healing you, hey, they're destroying you, man. Even further, you fall. America still is no coming back. There's no coming back. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So these nations are not going to help this place out. These nations are further in destroying this place. Okay? What's the Obadiah? There's Obadiah. Of course, chapter 1 and verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, even prevailed against thee. So now their economies got rich and wealthy and built up. All right? They prevailed against me. America's on the fucking decline. These other countries are seemingly going up. But there's a trick to it, man. America fall, they fall too. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So this wisdom Esau thought he had actually only brought him to the end that was written. Okay? The scriptures say you can't make a system based off of debt, man. You can't increase your debt and rule like that. Okay? And in fact, let me grab that. It's Habakkuk 2. And get straight to the point. And 6. The 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth their home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people, which is America. They took their philosophy, sent it across the world. That's the wine. All right, it's called a Western mindset, you know. Then he has military bases on every continent and hundreds of countries. All right. He controls and influences the world. Everybody follows his way. He doesn't keep at home, right? Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And America has done just that, man. You strike oil, you got some natural resource in your land, Esau will fund you. They'll loan you the money so you can harvest your resource, which you'll never be able to pay that loan back. It's impossible. All right? You harvest the resource, and then you get put under their thumb. They say, well, We'll give you this loan, and then you gotta vote with us in the UN and stuff. All right, that word for debt, for clay is ibadiat, which means heavy debts. So that's how they got power over certain, this world, man. It was by force. They'll bomb you, or they got you to drink of that golden cup. Got in bed with them, make these business deals. Look at Japan. They got hit with both. They got bombed and then got the business deal. That's some crazy shit. All right, that's Revelation 13. Whoever not worship, got fire was rained down on them, right? It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. These people ready to spoil this place, man. So they saying America getting weaker. They saying this economy be hit. These strangers are ready to come against this place, man. They're already going against this wisdom, all right, by getting rid of their damn dollars, man, and increasing their gold reserves. But soon that physical sword is going to come. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for thy violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So soon, all right, we're going to see these nations turn up even more against America, man. This is it. That's why Ecclesiastes 12 say what it say, man. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. It's going to be too late once the destruction come, man. We're seeing these plagues start to hit. It's going to be too late. While the sun, so get it now. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And the keepers of the house talking about your economists, man, your money watchers. All right? They're seeing this shit happen, man. They're seeing and they're reporting. That's why we're watching. And it's plain that this place is through. They may say a couple years. One article last year said the end of 2021. But they let you know it's soon. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. So we got joblessness. We got the people that's watching the economy, all right, worried because it's failing. We got, like it says, the few jobs, and that's what time we're in, man. A record 4.3 million workers quit their jobs in August. That's just 1 month, led by food and retail industries. Employment vacancies fell to 10.4 million during the month, a drop of 659,000 from July's upward revised 11.1 million, according to the Labor Department's JOLTS reports. The decline was well short of market expectations for 10.96 million job postings. Quits hit a new series high going back to December 2000, as 4.3 million workers left their jobs. And just, going to people quitting. Let's see. It says job opening and hires fell in August. Now look, it says there is an enormous labor shortage in the country right now, and it is not just because people are quitting or have childcare problems or can't get to work due to the Delta variant, wrote Chris Rupke, chief economist. There you go, the economist. It says the economy is strong as a bull. That is why there's tremendous demand for labor. These people are fucking lying, man. The economy was so strong, people would labor. The job posting rate fell to 6.6 in August from 7% in July. That level was just 4.4% a year ago, as the economy was still struggling to escape the C-word downturn. And they comparing, this is why he said, this one guy who said this strong as a bull, they're comparing it to last year's numbers, which took a huge, steep decline. All right, because they literally shut it down. But now it's supposed to be an uprising, and it's still going down, man. Get to this. The JOLTS data runs a month behind the non-farm payroll reports but still carries weight at the Fed. Central bank officials are mulling whether to begin pulling back the unprecedented policy help they provided during the pandemic, and I expect it later this year to slow monthly bond purchases. So the Fed, if the Fed is no longer buying the U.S. debt up to keep this place afloat, inflation is going to hit hard, man. They was betting on this shit going back up, but it's not. However, Fed officials have said they would not begin increasing interest rates until the labor market firms up. And that's what they say. But once they can't control it, it's just going to be too much, man. All right, it's the thick clay is set. It is what it is, man. Okay, what comes next? And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. So when the grinding is low, meaning lack of jobs, all right, it's going to be chaos and fighting in the streets. Martial law doesn't just mean to control the citizens. Martial law is when your own troops on the streets, and that can be because of other troops out here. So we got a lot happening. There's going to be chaos from the citizens, other countries coming to this place. Because America will no longer be a virgin. The scriptures say the Lord will fill America with men as with caterpillars. He is going to be in this motherfucker, man. That's what's coming. Chaos, violence, and more joblessness, man. He shall rise the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's what's coming to this place, man. All right? So motherfuckers are living it up. But like the scripture saying, second Esdras, the victual shall be so good cheap. Let me grab that. Come on, here, let me do this. Give me a commercial on the Bible app. Behold, 2 Esdras 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That's what time we in, man. People, hey, especially got people, man, they don't see what's happening, living it up. Hey, but out of nowhere, this shit gonna just come to a screeching halt, man. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And that's what's gonna come, point blank, period. You know, this is the end, man. This is Isaiah 19. Hey, this joblessness is a big deal. Oh, another point to the chaos. I didn't save the picture. Where is it? Here we go. As of midnight tonight, it is estimated that half of Chicago police will no longer be on duty due to the deadline. And you know what that deadline is, the mandate. All right, they say stay away from downtown and major shopping centers as rumors are circulating of looting and crime sprees. Chaos is imminent. Hey, but it says with the joblessness, that's going to happen. Esau was destroying himself. The mandate itself is part of Esau's wisdom failing him. That caused division. They didn't expect so much fucking backlash. All right? And, oh, this is the other article. EMS services warn of crippling labor shortage undermining 911 system. We're not bleeding any longer. We're hemorrhaging. One ambulance service operator said of decade-long worker shortage exacerbated by the pandemic. All right? The pandemic-induced shortage of emergency medical technicians and paramedics nationwide is so dire that ambulance service providers warn of sharp cuts to services and longer waits for 911 calls, even when it's a matter of life or death. So you can't get help anymore. This place is just through. 911 is fucking through, whether it's for medical or help. Crime. It's over with, man. And then you throw in the mandates, more people quitting. And then I think it's in Baltimore. Don't quote me on the state or the city, because Baltimore's the city. Don't quote me on the place, but they are using the National Guard to cover the lack of bus drivers. All right? It's in Massachusetts. Massachusetts deploys the National Guard amid school bus shortage. This place, so that's the beginning. So lack of jobs that they got the troops doing it. Okay. And then toss on Isaiah 19. And this is gonna be it right here. This is Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So they can't make right decisions, from cryptocurrency boom, which is shooting them in the foot, to the mandate shit, shooting them in the foot. Everything is bringing the prophecies to life, okay? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women. So this joblessness is part of the end of this place, man. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So judgments are about to start pouring out heavy. Violence is going to be heavy out here, man. Chaos is going to be heavy out here. Martial law is next. War is next. All right, it's the end of this dynasty. Shalom. Call Allah, How about Sham Yahweh Shai.